Well, we got the light jackets on for tomorrow morning because it's gonna be pretty chilly waking up and headed out the door. We're gonna take a look at some of those temperatures in a moment. I want to show you where this cold front is right now as it continues to sag off towards the south. We've got another cold front back north and west too. This thing coming in for Sunday. In the meantime, we're going to start to warm up a little bit and that sun will come back out. In River Valley, we had some decent amount of sun today. It got a little cloudy there towards the evening for some of us. But in Northwest Arkansas, it was pretty much mostly cloudy most of the day. We had a really beautiful sunset there for a little bit as it was setting. Just the skies were breaking up just enough. But that cold front will continue to press off towards the south. We got another one coming in from the north and west, and that comes in Sunday. So we're going to start to warm back up because we got a north wind now. But that wind's going to start to adjust. It's coming back out of the south by tomorrow midday. I mean, it's a quick turnaround. So this was just kind of a quick front. Yeah, there was some cooler air, but it's just not lasting very long. The next one is going to be long lasting. So finally, let's talk about the temperatures as you're headed out the door. So this is where you may want that jacket. You know, the kids may fight you on a little bit, but we've got temperatures in the 50s in Northwest Arkansas, maybe 50s in the Eastern River Valley too. It could be 59 waking up in Clarksville tomorrow morning, otherwise low to mid 60s. But on top of that, you don't have the humidity. So that's kind of a double whammy when you're talking about how cool it's going to feel headed out the door tomorrow. At least we'll have some sun. We should have a lot more sun, just pretty much area wide. So it will be a cool start. That south wind comes in and we jump temperatures by 30 degrees from the morning. So that's a big swing throughout the day. Then, in the afternoon, you're not going to want the jacket, but you're going to want it in the morning. In the River Valley, we'll start in those low to mid 60s and we're headed back to maybe brief 90s. It could get warm again tomorrow. That front continues to press south, but it's all about that wind. As that wind switches around again tomorrow, late morning, looks like it's even Christian speed. Last check with some of the data. That's going to help warm us up as we try to approach 90 for some of us later into the afternoon. But that quick warm up is not going to last very long. We've got another cold front coming in, that one we're just talking about with radar. This one has much cooler air with it. This first one kind of set the boundary, kind of set the scene a little bit. This one's coming in with the meat and potatoes, and we're going to be much cooler as you head into next week. We got long lasting cool air. But maybe you're trying to figure out Friday and into the weekend, what kind of weather can we expect? Well, a lot of sun for your Friday, so maybe you're headed to opening day tomorrow. Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair throughout the evening. I mean, there are things going on all day, but specifically in the afternoon and evening, we'll have lots of sun. We'll be in those 80s, close to 90 for some. But without the humidity, we should be able to cool off pretty quick. Tell you what, it's going to be a beautiful Friday night for us. Let's take a look at your 10-day forecast. Northwest Arkansas will start to warm up a little bit in the weekend. Cold front comes in Sunday, I think more Sunday evening. So we'll still get kind of warm and that cooler air won't really start to come until later in the day. And then the cool down is here. We've got highs in the 70s. Sometimes the mornings will just be in the 40s. It's definitely going to be a big difference for us as we press forward. In the River Valley, we may have some 90s this weekend, but then we also cool down going into the middle of next week. On top of that, we've got to talk about Investigation 98. Erica, this will probably be our first storm system that really gets into the Gulf for the season so far. Right now, the latest
rainbow spaghetti?
The rainbow spaghetti, that's right. It's cooking too, but it may probably head more. Okay, let me back up. Yesterday, remember we were talking about getting in the Gulf.
Right.
Today, there's more of an indication because that cold front that we're going to get next week may help drive this thing closer to Florida.
As I say, it looks like it's curving
It's curved
east.
a little bit towards the east. So, yesterday, it was anyone's guess where in the Gulf.
Right.
But we're starting to get some indications that it's probably getting closer to Florida.
Gotcha. That's going to be a mess.
It will be. We'll watch it.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks, Matt. Well, looking ahead tomorrow, 5 News reporter Tiffany Lee will give us an inside look at everything you can expect at the Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair. She'll be live at K. Rogers Park in Fort Smith tomorrow morning. The fun begins Friday with livestock competitions, the Thomas Carnival, live music, the great fair food, everything, right? It runs through Saturday, October 1st. 5 News, the proud weather sponsor of this year's Arkansas-Oklahoma State Fair. You can